Also happening this weekend, pop the popcorn. It is Indie Movie Nights.
That's right. We can't wait to see the latest film coming to the Fort Myers Film Festival. With all the details, here is Eric Radich, the director of the Fort Myers Film Festival. Fort Myers Film
You
Festival.
got it,
there you go.
Derek.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Eric. Great
Morning.
to have you back.
Nice to be here.
So the time is finally here, Fort Myers Film Festival. Again, what's in store this year?
Well, this year we have a big lead up leading to our big festival, which is March of 2017.
Nice.
Right.
And so this Labor Day is the first Monday of every month we do TGIM. Thank God for independent movies.
Thank
that,
God
yes.
for independent
Mondays,
movies.
and
I
so
love
we enjoy our Mondays at the City and Burn Davis Arts Center. We play independent films. We take a look at how judges take a look at all the films that are submitted to the film festival, and then the judges will say how they felt about the films, if it should make the final programming in March of 2017 or not. Sometimes these are really, really amazing films. We get hundreds and hundreds of submissions, and sometimes they're stinkers. And we are very open and honest and real about our criticism of these independent films, but they're short, they're from all over the world, they're not in distribution, they're fresh, you can't find them anywhere online, and so the people that are coming out are really the coolest people.
Well, that's what I was going to say, the benefit of an independent film. If people really aren't familiar with the process, you know, why skip the red box and head and see the independent films?
Independent films often have a lot of passionate motivation behind the making of the independent film. So while you may see some of the bigger blockbuster films that out the Netflix, the Redbox, independent films, and a lot of them produced here locally, have a sense of a real heart. They have a sense of a real mission, a real purpose. And if you look back at some of the big independent films that we've played, Maya Angelou and When I Rise was a very great film about the life of Maya Angelou.
I love her.
Not the blockbuster action movie, but a real good look at what it was like being Maya Angelou growing up, what she took to become eventually such a well-known poet, and who gave the speech at the presidential inauguration.
Yeah.
But a lot of these independent films they're funny, they're poignant, they're relevant. They usually have some topic that someone who made the film doesn't have a lot of money, but a real interest in sharing something, a message. And it may be something you never thought of, or maybe on a subject matter that you've never considered in a particular way.
That's what I was going to say. Some of them are actually edgy and a little bit controversial. So why is it important to mix those in for you as well?
I think it's important to always be edgy and controversial when it comes to having a discussion and starting conversations.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we get into kind of that safety zone, especially with you know, very conservative towns. And what we need to do is we need to have a discussion about some things that sometimes people might be a little uncomfortable talking about.
Right.
And it's okay, because no matter what our political, religious, socioeconomic background is, we leave really with an understanding that there's a greater sense of humanity. But we have that discussion about topics that maybe you might not expect to have around a usual casual conversation. But the films usually start that conversation going. It's in such a way where you can just observe. You don't have to say anything, but you can listen to what the judges and others in the community say about it.
How long has the Fort Myers Film Festival been going on now? How many years now?
So we're celebrating our 7th year
Woo!
this year. So
Exciting,
7 years.
exciting. What is the reaction typically when somebody experiences one of these films or heads out to the film festival?
Usually, particularly if it's the first time, they say, wow, I never knew anything like this was going on in town. And coming from kind of a bigger city, from Chicago and New York, when I came down here, the first hurdle was to really just educate on what a film festival is. A lot of people said, well, we don't know what is a film festival? Well, we play independent films that aren't in the big theaters and that you can't find online anywhere. And they're very relevant and crucial, and they tackle big subjects. And then at some point, they're like, well, we promise we're going to check that out next year. And then year after year, it's kind of like, well, we've been there and we loved it, we're coming back. And by this year, it just takes a real subtle reminder for most people who have experienced it. But there's still a few that say, hey, I'm still meaning to get out there. And they're welcome. Please come out and enjoy independent films. Great people. If you're looking for like a fun mixer and mingle, there are some really smart, fun, interesting artists, filmmakers, musicians, doctors, lawyers, attorneys, bakers, candlestick makers, janitors. I mean, it's a very diverse crowd.
Well, and everybody puts on their Sunday's best, so we love to dress up.
Yeah,
and you really roll out the red carpet for people, because I've seen a lot of it. We've been there. I know Patrick Nolan has even been out there, our executive producer.
We love when Patrick joined. He was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you can mark your calendars for March. When is it? March is the film festival.
8th through 12th, 2017. I know it's ways away.
That's the big boy, but every Monday, every
first Monday of every month.
Every first Monday of every month, you can go to the TGIM and play movie critic yourself, see some of the films that will make it to the film festival, some that,
Some
like
of
you
the
said, are
stinkers.
stinkers, that absolutely will
Right.
not. So it's fun either way. Thank you so much for joining us.
It was a
Great to have
pleasure.
you back.
Yeah, great to be here. I better see you out there.
Oh, yeah.
Labor Day barbecue.
She'll drag me out.
Yes,
come
we're
out.
going. We'll be there. You guys better be there too.